Alright, and I am NavCast here, casting my second game for today. We have Blob1996, who is the main person that I am casting. He's be playing Kennen, probably going mid. We have his team, Corki, Amumu, Sona, Volbear, and himself as Kennen. We have Morgana, Ezreal, Riven, Lee Sin, and Soraka on the purple team. So we're going to see how this game goes out. We have Mastery, or sorry, the gold masteries coming out from probably Soraka has the gold masteries. Oh, sorry, I had to burp there. You can just tell they start with that extra 40 gold, and you see like 2.3 to 2.4. Yeah, that's pretty much what that indicator is. But you know, that's not really all that useful in terms of determining anything as a solo queue player. Corki's actually standing in a very good position. I mean, as long as he responds quick enough, oh my god, he's going to be in a lot of trouble. And there does throw bomb, and he's going to flash over that wall, getting out of there right away. Had he responded any slower, he probably would have gotten caught right away. So you do know the purple team was invading a little bit, and he's kind of throwing out a couple ninja stars. And we're going to see if there's any kind of action. Volbear's also making his way. However, Soraka still not quite connected. Not in this fight, or in this engagement. Morgana be starting with a Doran's ring. It's not like a terrible choice, but still, I mean, if you just, what's going on here? Is she? Oh no, she's there. Sucking up a little bit of damage, but probably gonna go back and get a little bit of health back. Anyways, the whole reason why mainly people are starting off with the boots is just for an extra 450 HP. I mean, that's how much HP a potion gives back. 150 health over 15 seconds. So that just pretty much allows you to, trade hits with your opponent, and like without too much risk. You kind of get like a feel of how your opponent acts if you want to try and test them out. And if your abilities land, then you just kind of keep landing your abilities. If they don't land, well, and they hit you, well, it's not that terrible. I mean, you still have potions to, and then you just play a bit more passive and whatnot. So, and shoes just help you get the heck away from ganks if you're a bit of slow ability. But a Doran's ring is not a terrible choice. It's just not a traditional one, as it's just potions are generally better. Maybe if they just like nerf give back Doran's back its original price of when you could use to buy a potion with it, which wasn't too bad. Alright, so Dark Body doesn't manage to land, so very nice. Looks like Morgana might be doing a pretty good job here in the mid lane. Meanwhile, top. So the junglers did start in their own. Lee Sin started blue, Amumu started blue, and Soraka is going to go for a ward here. Is down here right away, going to go for the level 2 ganks, coming out right behind, but Soraka is not in the area, does not hit the resonating strike, actually hits a minion instead. So Soraka is not in the area. They do see Amumu is right over here. Lee Sin and Sona might even just walk into each other. They do know there is a ward in that tri-brush, so they do see Lee Sin making his way in. Kennen and Morgana are also coming on the way down. They should be making the way down. However, Amumu in the base taking a bush. He is taking quite a bit of damage. His exhaust splashing over the wall, and is going to take control of the red. No, actually going to Corki, gonna pick up the red. However, Sona is still face checking into the bush, and Morgana is coming right in. Let's see if she lands his arm. Fine, it's gonna flash over the wall. However, the resonating strike from Lee Sin gonna pick up that kill. However, Corki is still trying to make his way away. There is someone falling down really low, and it seems to be the Amumu. So he managed to get away, but barely. And Riven is falling down really low to the Volbear, and there goes Summoner Spell heal. Let's see if he's gonna be getting in right in there. No, he's gonna ghost forward. Not gonna quite catch her. She does manage to Broken Wings away to safety. Oh my, there's quite a bit of action all over the place. So first blood getting picked up by the Lee Sin, and here's Riven fighting with the Volbear once again, and it looks like Riven's gonna be falling down. 1 or 2 more auto attacks, one more, and no, she will be getting out of tower range, or out of range one more time. And now Riven is probably terrified right now, asking for a gank, eating her last potion. Lee Sin is not getting his red, so Volbear can actually be in a lot of trouble if he does not back up right away. Which I would be. I mean, it's after, like, when your lane opponent is sticking around for that long, when you're that low, and it's like, well, I know I'm going to get denied. It's like, why is she still sticking around? Like, that means they probably have a plan. No, actually, Lee Sin decided to go back instead, so Riven could be in a lot of trouble here. She gets caught out of position in the wrong way. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Amumu is looking at the Morgana right now. Here's Amumu coming right out. However, Kennen is dark blinded. Here's Amumu coming right out. Does he have the banish shots? And actually going to miss, however, forcing Morgana to flash. So she'll be safe. In the bottom lane, Corki and Sona are still exchanging shots. Sona is falling down quite low. Corki also falling down earlier, but he does have red buff, so he should be at a little bit of a lane advantage right now. And meanwhile, top, Riven and Volibear still at the lane, still at this general area of where the lane is frozen at. And Lee Sin is coming right in, level 3, does have red, is given the pings. Let's see if Lee Sin is able to get the work done, and does get spotted by that minion just before it dies. Here is Riven going in right for the stun as well, does get knocked up, and Resident Strike on a miss! But should mean Volibear is going to get away. Had that landed, Volibear could have been in a lot of trouble almost immediately. So there's a ward, sorry, the minion, it's actually not a ward, it's just minions following the Lee Sin. So he is Lee Sin coming right back up. After not having minions stalk him anymore. And in the meanwhile, bottom, there was actually a Soraka that fell down. So we'll see exactly how this one happened. The heal is now on cooldown. Corki is poking down. The armor buff is gone. And now it is Soraka caught out of position. The red buff slowing down the Soraka. And there goes the Ignite. And one more Phosphorus Bomb. Picking up the kill on the Soraka. And still in the top lane here, we were continuing off the action. In the meanwhile, is mid as well. Morgana picking up that kill. And I'm trying to look at what's going on in the the top lane here, but instead, action everywhere else. So that's where the Soraka fell down. Now, in the meanwhile, that was just a Kenny getting hit by the Dark Binding. There is the Ignite gonna pick him off as well. So now we are at the original viewing of Volibear. Let's see if he'll be okay. Yes, he will be. The lane has pushed its way back in, so he should be okay. Lee Sin making his way back into his own jungle. Probably gonna do rates and whatnot just to clear it up. So now, so 2 kills to 1. It's actually only been 1 kill each, other than the first blood invade that was over here. So bottom lane not doing too bad. They do have the 1 kill advantage right now. Soraka, it was just Morgana and Lee Sin that picked up kills. So mid and top doing fine. The jungle and mid doing fine. Volibear doing quite nicely up in the top lane. 27 CS, the Riven's 25, but he's actually putting out much more pressure, considering like the Amumu has not ganked at all, and actually Corki picking up a kill under the Ezreal, under the tower. Oh my goodness, I've missed 3 kills. This is actually just unbelievable. So here we are, and here is Corki. Does manage to land more auto attacks, but here, wow, actually he just flashes right in and lands 2 auto attacks. Very nice. The Corki very, very aggressive. I'm sure the Ezreal does not see that coming at all. He even flashed, or actually didn't even flash backwards. He just Essence fluxed over there. Or sorry, the Arcane Shift walked over, got out of the way, and just like was not able to get away in time. So very nice judgment there by the Corki. He was able to just very nice judgment in the amount of damage he could do to pick up Ezreal. Just counted that up really nice. So here is Amumu coming up. Maybe you want to try and get on the Morgana or possibly support Amumu, or sorry, the Volibear up in the top lane. Here he is in the brush, but I don't think it matters. And here's Morgana warding the other side, and Kennen is not quite level 6. Morgana is level 6, and I just don't think it's going to be a very good choice. And here's Amumu going to be coming out anyways, and here's Kennen rushing forward. Zen doesn't manage to land the lightning strike, and the Banish Loss does land as well, but you know, the spell queue is just so broken in terms of like trying to prevent ganks. So she does have her second Doran's Ring with shoes, managed to put 1 ward down, and the Amumu, or sorry, the Lee Sin did manage to see the Amumu cross right by. And so now there are some pings going out. Did you see the Lee Sin? There's a ward on both sides for the purple and the thing. However, Morgana is going to be face checking this bush, and the Amumu is going to see the Lee Sin as well. Corki is getting back. Lee Sin is level 5. However, Amumu is going to be caught out of position. The Morgana is right here, level 7. Does she manage to land a Dark Binding? No, she will not even shoot the Dark Binding. There is another ward coming up from the purple team right into the brush there to make sure nothing happens. However, Lee Sin is now in a very awkward position. Amumu does land Banish Shot, and so does also catch around the corner, and even Kennen is right there as well. Let's see if he lands the Ignite. No, he will not. He will be barely getting away. Here's Morgana's Soul Shackles. Will she look at the second proc? Yes, she will pick up the kill on Kennen. However, Ezreal is coming up on shooting down on the Amumu. And here is the Corki throwing down the boss bomb. Let's see what happens. No, Morgana is making her way back into the fight, and everyone else is getting back. However, the Dark Binding does manage to land on Sona, but I think that's going to be it for now. So a very nice engagement right there. 1 kill more for the purple team. So it's getting a little bit crazy. Kennen has fallen down for the second time. 43 CS to the Morgana's 46 there. Farming pretty evenly, so it is just pretty much in the kill numbers right now. As well as the bottom lane 38 to 44. Up in top lane 41 to 42. So all lanes are farming up pretty evenly. And I think the golden scarcity is just coming up pretty much from that first blood more or less. And probably any kind of jungle mishaps. They move 28, Lee Sin's 25, yeah, so they're all pretty darn close. It's pretty much just first blood giving off that lead. He is kind of making his way top. Is still level, is he level? No, he is level 6 now. Coming right in. Wow, Riven could be in a lot of trouble here. Kennen's going to be lightning rushing in very soon. And there he is. Let's see if the flashing maelstrom goes right in. And is Yes, it's going to get flung out of the tower. There goes the Ignite on Riven. However, one more auto attack. The Ignite, she's going to pick her off. And yes, the Volbear was going to pick up that kill as well. Morgana did make her way top, but it's just too late. Amumu probably trying to cut her off as well, but don't have to worry about that one. So Kennen, nice assist right there, going up for the ganks. Riven with Volbear probably telling Kennen, like, yeah, there's no ward up here. You should have just come up and gank. And it does just that. So another kill up there. So we are at 3-3, 10k, or sorry, 10.7 to 10.9. So it's really darn close. It's pretty much at 100 gold from the first blood. And yeah, so it's gonna be a really darn close game. The farm members, however, Morgana is up in a little bit, but you know, it's still like really early into the game. It's under 10 minutes. Really getting really close. Lee Sin managed to pick up his own red. We're gonna go for a gank at top when Riven gets into lane. He might even like sit in, camp in the brush right here, and wait until Riven gets in. So there's a ward. We're gonna see Volibear probably gonna go to this bush and just start backing up. Oh no, he's actually gonna stay in lane. So Volibear could be in a lot of trouble really soon. Is he gonna decide to back up? No, he's not. However, Lee Sin deciding not to go in, and actually gonna leave Riven there to die by herself. Don't understand what's going on. They just kind of didn't work quite coordinated there. Lee Sin now gonna make his way in through the lane. And now Riven finally decided to go in. Actually, she went in right from the start. Here, is she going to land the safeguard? There's a nice safeguard. Let's see if she can land Resident Strike. No, it's going to be missing. And however, there's the Wind Slash and be able to knock up Volibear, but it's just going to be not enough. Riven and Lee Sin, not quite the coordinated pair. As Lee Sin was running, Riven went right in. So that was, oh my goodness, Soraka falling down one more time. She's getting picked off quite handily by this Corki. Corki doing quite well, judging his damage very nicely. And yeah, so he's doing an excellent job right there. He is 3-0-0, very nice lead. In the mid lane, the Amumu falling down to the Morgana, just one-on-one. Wow, was Amumu level 6? Yes, he did have his ult, but well, actually, let's pay attention. Let's see how that one played out. So it was Kennen and Morgana that went in, but it was quite enough damage, and Morgana got to flash away to safety. Amumu probably a little bit farther behind, not quite too happy about how that happened. So a nice play by Morgana, did manage to ult both of them, even though she was binded by the Curse of the Sad Mummy, just not enough. And here is the Riven falling down really low. However, she's probably going to go and run do a double goal. She's probably going to drop a ward. Does she have one in inventory? Yes, she does. She be dropping it down right there. Make sure she has Tri-Brush and in the river warded as well. But, you know, if you're a little bit farther extended, they come through, and here's Volibear gonna go right in. Does she manage to land? There is the flip coming up from Volibear, going right in, and Volibear falling down pretty low, but as well as Riven. And yeah, they've been exchanging pretty handily right here. 70 CS to 56. Volibear now in a little bit of a lead. However, Riven is going right in. The Broken Wings, all three attacks actually gonna miss, but it doesn't really matter. Just a stun, and the Wind Slap was enough to take down the Volibear. So Volibear probably should have been standing back, underestimating her damage, that's for sure. And Lee Sin is hiding in the brush here. This is going to turn out really ugly. And here is the safeguard going on to the Soraka. However, sort of in a bit of a trouble now. However, there is the red buff. And here is Corki getting kicked into the wall. However, he's going to flash out. Does he manage to kill? No, and there's one more Essence Flush. Let's see what happens. There is the ult from Soraka. However, she is taking some turret shots and then taking a lot of damage. Oh my goodness, falling down to about 120 health. So that was a 1-for-1 exchange, very decent play by Corki. However, Amumu coming out from the behind, and there is flashing onto the Soraka, trying to damage as much as possible. And it is Sona a little bit scared to commit. However, she does have red, and decided to back out instead. Kennen now also making his way down, maybe to try and pick off the Ezreal. They didn't have vision of this at all, so if Ezreal hides in the brush here, well, he does reveal himself. Kennen might be relative. Now she's gonna go right in there. There's gonna be a spicy maelstrom. Does Ignite the last stun? Yes, there's the stun. And there's an Interstar and an Ignite as well. There's another second stun, and he will be falling down right there. Very nice by the Kennen. And Sona picking up an assist just by walking over. Press W. Yay! I got an assist. So hard. Up in the top lane, Volibear in a little bit of trouble. The Dark finally does manage to land, and there's the Tremendous Assault and as well Soul Shackles. However, Riven is all over this right now, but he is regenning like a beast. There is so much health regen, and he is actually just gonna be not enough. Gonna be falling down as well. Had his summoner spell here, had his passive, but it's just not enough. So a nice pickup kill there as well. So we look at the scoreboard again. We are 7 kills to 7, 16.4k to 16.2k. It's a very, very nice even game. I've been screaming a hell of a lot as there's just been a lot of action before the 15-minute mark. I'm going to take a sip of water. Hold on a second. Alright, so Amumu is making his way into the top lane. He is level 8. Does he have Curse to the Sad Mummy? Yes, he does, but I don't think it really matters unless Riven really decides to get ridiculous and start diving him, but she'll be backing away nicely. Just some pings on the wards there. Neither team actually having pings, so maybe there won't be potential for Dragon quite yet. Neither team's feeling a bit too confident yet. Sona does have red, and like lots of damage on the Ezreal right there. Corki with phosphorus bombs, and Sona with her red. Along with her power cord, so she's doing a lot of damage right there. Aiming just for the Ezreal. They don't really care about Soraka. Like, yeah, she's just pretty much the mana and heal battery. But, you know, if you just continue to pressure down while her heal's on cooldown, then you can definitely apply a lot of damage. Alright, so in the bottom lane, they are quite at the turret. And look at this, Soraka, you're falling down to half damage, deciding to trade places with Ezreal and not quite getting as much done. So look at the amount of vision on both sides of the teams. Like, they have done an excellent job, especially the purple team. They have wards all over the place. They definitely see the Amumu coming, but will she be backing up right away? Yeah, she will be. And likewise for the other team, like, they only have the one river right here, and in front of the dragon, the tri-brush, and even right in the behind, just to make sure. And someone is falling down really low. I'm not too sure who it is. Kennen, apparently, trying to duel with the Morgana, but not quite being as successful. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, the Ezreal and Soraka are still beating down on Sona a little bit, so it's just kind of like the same versus it. Here in the top lane, Volibear is going in for the Lee Sin with red, and it's going to face check right into the brush. Both of them, here they are, going with key strike, putting out a lot of damage. Morgana be trapping the Volibear as well. He's falling out real. However, Mumu coming up. Is he going to be ulting? No, he will not be. Kennen also going to be coming in as well. Volibear is still hanging on. He is barely out. There goes the Curse of the Sad Mummy, and Lee Sin going to be falling down to the Kennen. However, the Dark Binding does manage to land onto the Amumu. He'll be falling down. Riven picking up a double kill. And Kennen is now trying to run away. However, she is very low. However, Morgana is going to try to throw out another Dark Binding. Did she have her ult? Oh no, it is actually still on cooldown. However, the Kennen is falling down really low, and he is trying to run away. It is just pretty much auto attacks. Her Dark Soil and Tormented Soil and Dark Binding are down. However, Morgana flashing forward, going with the Dark Binding, landing onto the Kennen. Very nice there. So that's a 3-for-1 exchange in favor of the purple team. However, it is still only a 400 gold lead for the purple team. I'm pretty sure this Corki is doing quite a lot of work. And in the bottom lane, there goes the crescendo onto the Soraka and the Ezreal. However, Soraka's falling really low. Here is the Valkyrie coming out from the floor with Corki. However, and you can hear Ezreal's. Oh, we'll be able to pick up the kill. No, we'll not be able to pick up the kill. I'm pretty sure the armor buff from Sona was actually what caused him to live. So this Ezreal, or sorry, the Corki is now 4-1-2, doing very, very nicely. Barely out-farming the Ezreal, however, just leading over with a dominating amount of kills. However, Volibear is rushing right in, does know Riven is in this brush, and now she's trying to get away. There's Broken Winning Rings, trying to get the heck away from her. And what's going on here? Hold on, 1 second. Okay. So, in the mid lane, they're still kind of going back and forth. Up in the top lane, Riven did go back. And there was a nice engagement that happened right here. So we are 10 kills to 10. Corki doing a very, very good job in the bottom lane. Evening out pretty much the scoreboard. Like, Kennen not doing quite so hot. Morgana is farming up really well. She's actually quite fed, 5-0-2. She hasn't died yet. Does have a lot of kills, like 5 kills, 200 gold. And here, wow, the Dark Binding actually apparently missed that one. Had he get caught there, that would have been a lot of trouble for him, that's for sure. Up in the top lane, Lee Sin is coming out from the river, and Riven is fighting, does have her double buffs onto the Volibear, and is still continuing to engage, and here is Safeguard onto the river from the Lee Sin. However, there is the knockup over there, one river with the Wind Slash, and there is an strike coming out from the Lee Sin, picking up that kill. And Morgana coming up from the mid lane into the river, or sorry, into the bottom lane here, is sitting just outside of, no, she is in ward range. So she will be okay. There is a Dark Binding going on. However, now she is a little bit trapped here. Corki flying forward. We'll see into spell shield, and there is the bandage toss. Actually gonna miss! It's the bandage toss. However, Curse to the Sad Mummy. It doesn't matter. She's getting bursted down. Does not have Zonya's Hourglass yet. However, Lisa's trying to kick her away. Here comes Ezreal coming up from the side, but Kennen is also here in the fight. And Soraka not gonna be able to get that heal off. And here is a nice pickup kill, 2-for-1 exchange. Or sorry, 2-for-0 exchange. Morgana and Lee Sin falling down, getting caught in the midst of those fights. So now, first turret taken from the Riven up in the top lane. Very nice. I lost my train of thought. Here in the bottom lane, Corki is jumping all over Soraka, and it looks like he does have a phage, so he's slowing her down nicely. And there's a Predator just to make sure she does not get away in the Frost Bomb. I'm going to pick up that kill. And here's some pings coming out from the blue team onto the dragon. It looks like we're picking up on this one really quickly. Probably uncontested. Lee Sin has just spawned, and there's a ward coming out just to make sure, granting a little bit more vision onto the outskirts. Like, unfortunately, I have not been able to be as to educate as much as I want to, but this game is incredibly close. Like when you look at it, it's like one turret up for the purple team. However, they've taken the blue team taking the dragon. They're up to 2 kills, and it's 26k, 20.4k. It's just a really darn close game. So, yeah, just a little bit lacking on the information for now. Volibear was doing excellent at the start, but then getting caught out extended over and over and over again. It hasn't even really been buying wards. So I've just been kind of going with pure items. So now the game has been turning around. The score is doing very nicely, 5-1 and 4. Kennen is also not doing too poorly. He's 3-3-1, trying to get back into the game. Riven is coming up from the side onto the Kennen. We're gonna see if the Dark Blind does manage to land. He did lightning rush away. We'll see how much farther he's gonna be able to keep running. And here's Riven gonna be jumping right in, no fear whatsoever. And Kennen does. Let's see, he has lightning rush. Yes, he does have it. Just gonna use it one more time. Is the Mumu coming up from the side? Looks like he wants to try and cut off the Kennen instead. Not gonna go in. All 5 members of the purple team are on the bottom side. Volibear is top, so this is the 5v4 to do the side engage. And here is Kennen gonna face check with the Lee Sin, and is not going to banish. Mumu's not gonna banish shots over onto the Lee Sin. 3 members of the purple are hiding in this brush. Soraka hiding in this one as well. Corki is peeking his head around the corner, and that is a turret. Volibear is gonna pick up right at the top lane. So now they're even in turret lanes. They're up the dragon with the 2 kills. Blue team's doing a little bit ahead, but you know this game could definitely go either way. The Morgana does have Resounding Hourglass right now, so she's doing very, very nicely. And here's Kennen getting a little bit ambitious. Does get Soul Shackles, gonna flash away from the proc, and actually gonna miss Dark Blind. However, Soraka falling down really low, getting taken down by the Amu and the Corki. Very nice. Meanwhile, that engagement happened in mid, so they kind of both blew their ults. However, Kennen did not use Flash. But, you know, Morgana is out of mana. Oh, wow, the Dark Blind kind of juking around. So, the Kennen is a little bit ballsy, left, right, center. Fighting with this Morgana despite being a little bit behind and her being a little bit bad. But, you know, she doesn't have any mana. And, you know, I heard when AP casters have no mana, they don't really do anything.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
Good decisions by Kennen. So far, he's been in-out fighting, reading his opponent, dodging as many skill shots dividing as possible. When it comes to like close engages like that, I mean, it's not, you know, uncommon for people to drop from 100 to 0. Both players have like damage and performing well. Anyway, so Riven looks like he is picking up in red. We're gonna see when the dragon is spawning at the 25 minute mark, the 24 minute mark, 24 to 41. So it's not enough for another 3 minutes or so. And Kennen coming up here, looks like he wants to take a couple of raids. And Lee Sin is in the mid there. However, a lot of back pings coming out from the blue team. They're just like, Sona, stay the hell away, be careful, be careful. And actually up in the top lane, it looks like, oh my god. Alright, so Kennen, looks like he's on duty and we're taking all these raids. He's gonna get caught by the Riven. And here it is. Look at that, just going right in, and Kennen not in a good position. She kind of went in there blindly. And look at the amount of damage. There's a Wind Slash gonna pick up the kill on him as well. So I'm not sure why Kennen was in this area with no ward coverage. I mean, to throw a ward in here definitely would have helped a lot. So he's going to pick up a Chain Vest. Didn't like the amount of damage she was doing. I mean, she has 223 like the Bloodthirster with 2 Doran's Blades. So she's definitely doing a heck of a lot of damage. And Volibear also going to be face checking into this brush. And it's taking a lot of damage. There is a red on from the Riven, and I don't think he'll... Wow, he's actually running away pretty nicely. There's a Summer Spell here. It's flashing forward and making Riven flash forward as well. So now that was actually just uncoordinated completely. Riven probably not happy about what just happened. Kind of just blew her flash for absolutely nothing. Wow, that was just not great altogether. So, I'm sure Volibear is like, oh yeah, wait. I don't know what the hell happened there, but that was just I got to get away for free! Haha, and I blew 2 flashes. That's so sweet. And an ult, and a ward. So much for nothing. Profit. Anyways, Morgana is making away. She looks like she was making away bot. There is a tower here to protect Riven. However, Morgana coming right out. Let's see if she lands the Dark Fighting. And the Dark Fighting lands on Kennen. Now he's in a lot of trouble. Riven going right in. However, she's doing a lot of damage. However, the Wind Slash is picking up the kill onto the Kennen, and Riven picking up a double kill. She is doing a ferocious amount of damage. 6-1 and 2. Morgana's 5-1 and 4. So there's a lot of damage coming up from the purple team. The Corki is pretty much has about half the team's kills along with the 4 assists. So without Corki there, actually most of the damage is concentrated into one area, which is in the bottom lane. However, Ezreal and Soraka are still trying to hold off on from the Corki and Soda, but they will be getting help very soon. Shortly, while Riven and Morgana, Riven and Morgana are marching in the mid lane, and they just do so much damage here. Let's see if there is the ult coming up from the Lulu, but there was a black shield from the Ribbon, and she is taking a lot of turret shots. One more turret shot after that one, she would have definitely fallen down. Corky, however, it looks like he wants to try and bounce forward and try and get off onto the Ribbon right here, but I don't think he'll be there on time. And there's the Dark Bite. Whoa, God, just like barely missing Corky by a hair, but I don't think that would have like really changed that much, other than Corky just not being able to chase as far. So it is now 23 minutes into the game. This dragon will be spawning in about another minute. The whole thing, it's 14 kills to 14, 2 towers each team. The blue team actually picked the dragon first, I believe. We'll double check on that one. Dragon. Yes, the ELO picked up on that dragon. So the blue team is ahead, and that's pretty much where their lead is stemming out from at 34.2. It's a 2k gold lead. The Corky is farming out really well. Yeah, although Ezra is actually doing surprisingly decent, you know, despite being behind 5 kills and 4 assists, farming out evenly, and that's not a common occurrence. Generally, like when you're behind that much, you just get zoned out.
Team's turret has been destroyed.
So good job from the Ezreal. He's able to keep up with that. So in the meanwhile, that is the third turret for the blue team. They now have a dragon and a blue turret, or sorry, one turret up. And here's purple picking up on the dragon here, as well as the blue team. So they're kind of in this area. Who does have an oracles? And here is a couple of missile barrages coming up from Corky. However, they could be in a lot of trouble. But there is a tower right here, and Dark Bite is going to be missing Corky and sort of blue dodging. And they're going to poke out some damage. I believe missing the bandage toss as well. Kennen making his way through to try brush. Soraka looks like she wants to ward. Gonna be face checking into the Kennen here. And let's see, she's gonna be flashing away, does not want a piece of that. Ribbon is up in the top lane. Volibear is taking away from the base. And the Dark Bite is gonna be barely missing onto the Kennen there. So it is a lot of back pings, and people do not want to engage right now. And so Ribbon is now just doing a race, probably making her way down. Volibear is now in the bottom lane. Looks like this dragon's going to be a big objective. There's going to be a big team fight happening pretty soon, assuming they want to contest for it. And here's Amumu going to be clearing out the ward. Morgana, Lee Sin, and Soraka are over the wall. Ezreal is nowhere. There he is. And here he is. Lee Sin going right in. Dark Fighting does land on the Marauder, but that's not what he wanted on. However, he's going in right now anyway. So this is a person standing behind 4 players, except for the Ezreal. However, he's taking a lot of damage. And in the meanwhile, Lee Sin is jumping all over the place. And the Volibear, it looks like he's going to be falling down. There he is, falling down right now. And here is the Ribbon, all taking down the Amumu. And there goes the Oracle. Morgana falling down. The Slicer now starts picking off, doing so much damage. Kennen picking up a double kill. However, the Ribbon is still in the middle of all this, taking a lot of damage. Corky is kiting backwards, and Kennen picking up a triple kill. Let's see. And Kennen wants to keep on going, but there's another kill for the Corky. So that was a radical amount of exchanges, and here we all going off. I mean, like you have Kennen, the Sona on top of the Morgana and Amumu. So there's a lot of AoE CC on top of like the amount of damage going on. So there was just a lot of compact damage right here. Sona is able to stay out of it. Corky managed to stay out of quite a bit, just shooting down whoever the heck he can. Volibear fell down pretty fast. He was pretty much caught right in the middle of it after he got Dark Binded and jumped on by Lee Sin as well. Amumu had a very nice ult. He got everyone except for the Ezreal, I believe. So very nice right there. Here they were taking a tower as well. On top of the second dragon that he captured earlier. And here's kind of charging forward. Looks like he wanted to keep going with the action going, but nope, he's going to be backing out instead. So now blue team with a nice gold lead. They have about 6.1k gold ahead, so very, very nice. Volibear, I don't think he's actually doing too high. He's 1-6 and 3. So most of the deaths, like a lot of the deaths from blue team is actually on Volibear. As well as Kennen, and everyone else actually hasn't died very often. And likewise on the other side, Soraka has died 7 times. Probably not too happy. Not worth a lot of gold. That's a definitely not worth anything. So look at the war coverage. Neither team actually really has anything. I mean, purple team has pretty much parts of Dragon covered, but you know, Dragon has just been captured, so it's not too relevant. The time to ward around the map is actually around Baron. 28 minutes in, definitely Baron would be a map objective that to be considered and to be watched over, to make sure you have a vision over to make sure the opposite team doesn't do it. I mean, the moment you lose that, and the game starts going spiraling out of control, and it's a huge morale thing as well. I mean, like, a lot of people don't want to engage when people have Baron, but people, and there's also other players that just engage when they have Baron anyways, because they just strictly believe they can win due to just a completely better positioning. However, Ribbon is now, and there goes the bandit toss over the wall, and let's see if Ribbon does manage to get stunned. She's flashing out of the way, does have 2 parts of the storm on her, but she will be getting away with her flash as well. Lee Sin coming up from the double golems area, and we're gonna see if there's any kind of action. No Volbear even going back home. Sona is walking around trying to get some wards down as well. Like, does she have any wards in her inventory? Yes, she has 2 more. So neither team does have an Oracles quite yet. We're gonna see Soraka does not have hers. Sona does not have hers as well. Kind of making his way top. Members of the purple team are mostly jumbled into this area. And here's Sona. Could be in a little bit of trouble here, being told to ping back. And there's a ward. And there goes an exhaust from the Soraka onto this Sona here. Not still quite understanding. Here's Kennen. Let's see if the banner shots goes right in. There is some ward, some sight in this area, but it's only over here. They don't actually quite see what's in this area. They only have that one area warded, so they don't see that much. However, likewise for the blue team, they see almost everything. Here's Kennen in a little bit of an awkward position, however, and now it's turning left for Morgana. However, Mumu trying to get as best ult as he can. However, he's not quite. He's only jumping onto the Lee flashing over the wall onto the red area, and Boogie falcing over to the wall. However, Riven is gonna go right in. There is the ward. Her Wind Splash in, jumping all over Corgi, but he doesn't have a Guardian Angel, so actually does not have a Guardian Angel. He can fall down right away. Take up the crescendo onto Soraka, and the Ezreal run. Ezreal is falling down solo. He will be picked up, and Riven is coming up from behind. However, she is by herself. Pretty soon, 4 members will be jumping all over her. Kevin is falling down pretty low, but there goes the Summoner Spell here just to make sure that no one else dies, and there is the Guardian Angel going off. However, Lee Sin is leaping his head around the corner, but doesn't look like he will get anything done. However, Riven is trying to kill onto the cannon, but is not going to be successful. And Morgana has gone back a long time ago. So I don't actually quite agree with what happened with Morgana's ult there. I mean, she just kind of like ulted one person and then Kennen ran away. And then afterwards, Amumu kind of came in and then tried to catch onto the Morgana. And actually, here, look at that. Lee Sin getting destroyed under the tower. And it's still being jumped on by the wall there. Well, actually, it looks like she's going to try and go for her. And there goes the Zanya Hourglass, and there's the second stun proc, and there goes the DFG just to make sure he dies.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
So, very nice kill there from Morgana. And here's Ezreal spawning up. I don't think they're going to take this inhibitor. And here's really Trevi just to get the hell out of there right away. Cody picking up a lot of nice farm up in the top lane. So there's a lot of vision by the blue team. And for purple, this is kind of like all I see, right? A little bit in front of Dragon. That ward's going to die soon. This ward's going to die soon. This ward's pretty much dead in a minute. Ezreal is going down and picking up that farm. So purple just doesn't really have any vision. Blue team has a lot. They have in front of Baron up in the Tri-Brush ward. They had their ramp. They had right here as well behind the blue. So they have a very nice ward coverage right now. So good job by Sona. And the rest of the team, I'm sure, has been buying a decent amount of wards just to make sure everything's good to go, have lots of vision, and engage properly. So, when we look at the gold standings now, blue team in a nice lead, 3 towers up, 2 dragons, I believe. They have the open inhibitor, and they are at almost a 9k gold lead, 8.3? Yeah, 8.3 gold lead. And here we are, Soraka is in the area, but there's a pink ward on top of this as well. Let's see, do they see that? No, the pink ward actually doesn't quite see that far. So, purple teams has assembled. Riven does not have a Guardian Angel anymore, and it's actually not a Guardian Angel on the blue team quite yet. Porky with the Trinity Force and an Infinity Edge, so doing a lot of damage right there. Probably going to buy either a Bloodthirster or a Guardian Angel next. I'm going to see what his item forces are. It doesn't actually have anything indicating. And here it is, they're going to engage right here. Mumu, let's see how many people he can ult. Oh, doesn't actually like bang shots, and there is the Slicing Maelstrom, and here is Kennen jumping all over the Ezra, how he is flashing away. And in the meanwhile, there goes a crescendo onto the Lee Sin and the Riven there, taking quite a bit of damage, but they're still quite a little bit tanky. However, Ezra coming up from behind, and there is the Soul Shackles coming up from again, and very nice one Hourglass, and she's taking now a bit of damage. She's falling down. There is the ball that picked up the second kill, and here is Riven also falling down to the Corki. And there are 2 members of the purple team still trying to make away. Sora and Soraka and a lot of them. They go shooters ready to try and catch up to her, and there she will be falling down. Still members of the blue team. No one has died yet. And there is a 5-0 ace, and I think this is gonna be GG. Everyone down for at least 20 seconds. At least be fine about 20 seconds. There is minions coming out from here, but I don't know if they want to try and finish it. Let's see if they're going to try and take it. No, they will not decide to finish it. They are going to go for Baron instead. No, actually, they're waiting. They're quite undecided here. A lot of people are going back in, out, and it looks like they're just going to decide to go for Baron instead. They're probably going to finish the game. Had to move, like, maybe stalk around. Even his auto attacks will do damage, shoot a turret. As everyone was alive, Corki, and I think Volbear definitely going to tank that turret. He probably has like 2,000 health, but definitely going to go up 3 times. But you know, if this is like the safe choice, but you could actually just make a better play, right? You just like finishing the game. But you know, this is also like not as much harm to it making this play either, as you are in a pretty landslide lead right now. 12K, 3 turrets. You have taken the inhibitor, so blue team probably gonna try and gather and take up on either the bottom or the top lane and wait for the mid lane to push so that they can capture more turrets and the next inhibitors while they have the barrier off for the next 3.5 minutes. So again, now going back, she's a little tanky with Azalya's Hourglass, but I don't think she has any MR yet. She just doesn't have any magic resistance. 39 magic resistance is not that much into the late game. Most of that pretty much just gets penetrated through, as Cannon does have the Sorcerer Shoes. So it does quite a bit of damage.
Blue team has slain the dragon.
He does have his own Azalya's Hourglass with the Rally, so he's doing a nice job keeping the kite out very nicely. Corki picking up another dragon here. That's the third dragon, further extending the lead. Now it is about 13k. Up in the top lane, they could be quite unsuspecting. We're going to see, look at the blue vision. They don't actually have that much vision. Kennen's sitting in the bush waiting for something, and purple actually can't see anyone. They saw a Kennen blip, but that could just be a spectator mode bug. And he is just farming, you know, like, I would really have a ward in this question before I would do anything that risky. You could definitely get caught out of position pretty easily, assuming their team is a 5-man water team, but you know, you just have that vision. Like, I don't think you saw everyone here. Alright, so in the top lane, we are still waiting for the blue team to take some action. They are wandering around. Soraka is definitely really wandering around. She's kind of gotten all over, taking a little bit of risks here. She does have like some amount of vision, but they're gonna walk into the wall bear and there's no war right there, even silencing him, and Soraka being told to back away. Probably not appreciating all the amount of pings, like telling her like she doesn't want to play, but you know what? She really reverie, get the hell out of there right now. And so throwing wards out in the area, and here they are picking up at the top turret. They want to capture that one right away. There is a ward in this rush, and there is a Dark Bind landing on the Volibear, but that's just not the person you want to try and beat down on right now. The Corki and Amumu are not in the area. Here it's purple team charging right in. There was a surrender mode for them as well. However, Corki, the Amumu coming up right from behind. There's a Dark Bind landing. There is a tremendous soil as well. However, the Bang Shot does manage to land onto the ribbon. She does have a guardian angel, but he takes a lot of time trying to kill her down. And here is Morgana jumping right in. She's being pushed down the entire blast. And this Soul Shackle running onto 2 members. However, the Shadow going over onto the Morgana, but she's doing out all right. However, in the bottom here, 2 members of the purple team, they're still jumping onto the Cannon. Cannon is falling down really. A nice flank from the Volibear, keeping Ribbon away from the Cannon. However, he's still kiting away as best as he can. Does have a Rylai's and trying to keep him away. Here, Ribbon's still alive. She is doing her best what she can, but she is falling down to the Volibear. And meanwhile, Ezreal was still in the base, had retreated a long time ago. And this game is pretty much a GG. It is a 13k gold lead, 3 towers up, 12 kills, yeah, 12 kills. That's what I meant to say the whole time. So, and the 80k is still alive. Really turn down charge. Really, the only one that actually fell down. So, very nice game from the blue team. They were able to capitalize on the amount of damage that Purple did, and maintain their lead, and eventually bring it to the victory. So, good job by DC. Alright, so that's going to it for now. Congratulations to the Blob1996. He won his ranked game. You can follow me on Twitter as well. I will actually be putting something on for details of how you can follow me. I will have more YouTube recordings as well for a lot of the games I will be casting, and hopefully you guys will tune in live one day, maybe when I have a reputation. Thank you everybody, and you have a good night. I'm going to just show you this for a second as well. Yeah. Boom. Ta-da! Yeah. Okay, I'm out. See ya.